Number 21 with another opportunity to put his skills on display for scouts and fans alike. This kid is future star. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. Way out front for strike two. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2.
Ball, that's outside.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's two down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Two down, bases empty. Freddie Freeman, the next to hit. One's in there. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Ball.
Gets him to chase after that one. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him way out front of the slur. Scoreless after. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We head to the bottom of the second. So the Los Angeles Dodgers have had an outstanding start to the season. Only a few weeks in, but so far they're every bit as good as expected, Singy.
Boog, we've gotten the opportunity to just see how confident this ball club is, and everyone knew coming in they were going to be a good team, and sometimes teams can struggle under those lofty expectations, but not these guys so far. You can see the swagger, and on top of it, they're producing the results to back it up. Plenty of season still to go, of course, but they look like a team that's built for October.
The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One, two now.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That's
really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. 2 away now. Here's the catcher to hit. Dalton rushing. In the air to left center. Benson under it. And that is that. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. No score. Back here in LA and at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the 0-2. Got him looking for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And a foul ball. There's the strike at the knees. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Betts batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. Ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first. That's the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless.
Crash out. Nah, I'm finna max out.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game.
Nope.
You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Just missed. Pitcher challenges. He thought it was a strike. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. The count 2-1. Curveball over for a called strike.
Well, you just got to regroup after that call. He didn't agree with it, and you can't blame him, but you don't have time to dwell on it. You got to be ready for this next pitch.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. In the air, right field. Antico under this one. And there's one down. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
The first baseman, number 5, ready. Freeman.
Ground ball right side. Meade steps on the bag. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the first inning. He's 0 for 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Strikes him out for the second time today. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Andre Palante.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some.
You can't stop me now. I'm on the run, you wild. You can't stop me. It's in the way that I walk, all in the way that I talk. Touchdown and bringing in flavor. That spice is coming in.
Eres niña en mis ojos, eres todo lo que quiero yo. Pa' calmar la sed, no, mejor ser por su boquita, amor. Las tentaciones así como tú, merecen pecados como yo. Ay, si tú quieres, solo dálalo. Tú sabes que no va a decir que no. Ay, tienes la media, tú sí tienes una que a mí me encanta, me enloquece. Como a primera vista, cuando bailabas así, por el cuellito. Sé que te encanta, tengo que ser. Sé que te encanta, tengo que ser. Y a veces, sé que te encanta, tengo que ser. A pleno.
Number 21 on the hill in this one, and the crowd is excited to see him with the success he's had early on this year. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, number 21, number 1 in the league in strikeouts, Singy.
Yeah, that swing and miss pitch is next level. The ball just jumps out of his hand late.
It's not just power, it's precision. Every pitch has intent.
Yeah, and I'd say every start has entertainment value as well. You can't look away when he's on the mound.
And we're underway from St. Louis. Yo, 1. Spray charts are a nightmare. He hits it everywhere. Really makes it tough for opposing defenses.
Yeah, and it's almost always with purpose. He just keeps making things happen at the plate.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Here's Alex Bregman, entering this one second in the National League in hitting. And first offering is fouled off. Bregman getting to start at the hot corner, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going. Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
That one fouled off. And he's the home run leader on this team, Siggy. 2 down, nobody on. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
All he's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
We move ahead to the top of the second now. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Pete Crow Armstrong. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. Crow Armstrong with an uncharacteristic stretch of 4 play lately. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. To the right side, Sajazi. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Second inning here, no score. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2.
Ball, that's outside.
Struck him out swinging. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Aye. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In the air to left center. Scott coming on. Long run, tracks it down. And there's one away.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
Tap foul at the plate. Valade matched a homer in his last game. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Got him. 2 away.
Away, away, away. Clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
2 down, nobody on. Right side. What a stop. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
That was a great job of doing the math. He had the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and that ends the inning.
On to the 4th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Seiya Suzuki. And a foul ball. Suzuki, an all-star a season ago, 32 years old, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Swings through that.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
This to third. Gorman throws on to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Next to the Cubs, the first baseman,
Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Late with the swing there.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
And that is that. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Pete Crow Armstrong. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Cubs, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
The 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. Strikeout number 8.
The back, number 7.
Fought off foul. And the 0-1.
Nope,
The
outside.
heater can be a tone setter for a pitcher, but if it's not effective, it goes the other way. It becomes a tone setter for the offense.
That's ball
They just
2.
haven't been able to do much with it in this one.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Sets him down looking. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Swanson wants another look, and the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one was indeed a strike. One challenge remaining for them now. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. So 5 perfect innings in the books. This is Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Back here in St. Louis. Started the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Salvador Perez. Right through there for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
The 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Swings and misses. That's strike 2. Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Out towards right center field. Antico on the move. And that'll do it. So he's perfect through 6. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Seiya Suzuki.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
That misses. Ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2-2 now. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Up next, the third baseman, number 3,
This one in the air center field. That's out number 2.
Up next to the Cubs, the first baseman,
And now Michael Bush. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Next offering is fouled back. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. This is Cardinals. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. The 0-1. Fouled off left side. Struck him out looking.
Clearly trusting his stuff in this one, dude. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Foul ball. The Cubs still looking for their first hit in this one. There's the sinker at the knees for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. So now 24 have been set down in order. 3 left to go. Number 21 back out for the 9th. Complete game within reach. He's earned this shot, Singy.
Yeah, Boog. Now it's about focus and execution. He wants to walk off the mound to applause, not traffic.
Swing and a bouncer. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope he gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for him at this point.
Foul ball there. 0-1.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Cubbies with only 1 out left. And this is it. 1 out away from perfection. Amaya stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that's it at the knees for a strike.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
They're down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Esto lo tuve que sudar, yeah, nunca tuve tiempo para dudar. Vicioso me volví adicto a ganar. Tantas W que ya ni sé cómo perder. 100 por 35 no me voy a mudar. Si yo gano, todos ganamos, eso es plural. Me dicen el chef que no para de cocinar, porque todo el mundo tiene que comer. Si corono todo vamos a cobrar. Estuve abajo, me patearon, no me voy a olvidar. Firme con mi pie plantado, yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Vamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' dos.
Number 21 with an historic perfect game last time he took them out. This crowd is ready to see what he has for an encore. Josh Naylor. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season it's been a struggle. Bottom line, his resume says he's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. And you got to figure, regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly made with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Number 21, ready to go again up against a hitter with some serious MVP buzz.
Yeah, and it isn't just height. This hitter can rake, Boog. You got to hit your spots and avoid the middle of the plate at all costs. If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Just missed.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nobody left for Seattle. They're down. Back in Seattle, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez.
Hey!
Rodriguez came up with 4 hits in his last game. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Cole.
That one fouled off. Late with the swing there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. This one popped up. Pajes should have this one. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it. And popped it up.
Oh, great stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. In now is the Mariners DH, Rowdy Tellez.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. Pulls that one foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Wind moving under this one. And there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, the shortstop. Go.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Looking for better results than last night. He went 0 for 4. This one chopped to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 9 straight retired here to start. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's the Mariners leadoff man, Josh Naylor. In the air to left center. On his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Mariners, the catcher.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Next offering is fouled back. Set down on strikes. And that's 4 strikeouts. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. You're watching St. Louis. Bottom of the inning, and now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Nope, that's inside.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Struck him out looking.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled, and you got to tip your cap.
I think we may have a balk here. And yes, we do. Laureano in the box now. Takes strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Gorman throws on to first. Play is made, 2 out.
The designated hitter,
And there's a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man at second. Little dribbler up along third. Gorman throws on to first. And that's the inning. Another frame in the books as the perfect game falls by the wayside. This is Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. Digging in, Leo Rivas. His righty-lefty splits there.
Well, these Mariners just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-2.
Ball in.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Popped up.
All you, take it.
And there's 1 down.
up next for the Mariners, the shortstop, Emerson.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The Cards up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. Out to short, Wynn. Throws to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
First offering, foul tipped, and oh man, that rang off his mask. You could hear it from up here. 2 down, nobody on, and Naylor swings through that one.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
On the ground to third. Gorman throws on to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Fernandez.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season. So we'll see if that factors in.
Number 21 fired 6 shutout innings. Some really nice pitching.
I feel for the other team, Boog. They had very few answers for him in this one. That's the kind of performance that earns you a lot of trust from your manager.
Estás tranquila, lo mereces, siempre fuiste bien. Tú con él. No me sorprende, sospechaba terminar así. Yo solamente fui la excusa para hacerle ver que tú podías, si querías, vivir sin su amor. Perdóname, no me di cuenta de ese juego y me enamoré. Después fue tarde, no podía ya volver atrás. Y te quería cada día más y más. Seguro, mujer, que hoy eres feliz, que puedes hacer lo que quieras tú con él. Ya me han contado que estás linda mucho más que ayer, que no me odias y preguntas siempre algo de mí. Al fin y al cabo, un poquito yo me hice querer. Discúlpame aquellos celos tan intensos que sentí por ti. Estaba loco, casi loco, por aquel amor. Y al poco tiempo, para siempre lo perdí. Aún recuerdo el romance que viviste con
Number 21 on the hill in this one, and the crowd is excited to see him with the success he's had early on this year. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Minnesota Twins. Here's Trevor Larnach.
Leading off here tonight, the designated hitter, number 9, Trevor Larnach.
And first offering is fouled off. Larnach throws right, bats left. Hitting leadoff in today's game. And his on-base percentage this season is right around .360. Fights it off, he'll see another. And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him. One gone, bottom half of the first. He swings and fouls one off. Here comes the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Whoa.
Bounce to the left side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. Popped in the air, left field. Scott under it, and there's one down. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. This one popped up right side.
You go, you go, you go.
2 down.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Luke Keeschel.
Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit. On the ground right side. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Lee in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Well, these Twins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him! Rusty Valentine rings him up. Now batting Joe Adell.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Around second now, going for 3. The relay throw. And he's out easily. Fought off foul. And they'll do it again. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
No.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
On the outside corner, got him looking. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and they're down 2-0.
100% now.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Twins DH, Trevor Larnach. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Man, I mean, Nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
The high heat, too much on that one.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
2 down, nobody on. Strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Twins nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Cody Clemens.
Well, these Twins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
This guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Breaking ball through there for a strike.
One of the best ways to attack good off-speed stuff is to try and go the other way with it. Let it get deep. Let the ball travel. But I haven't seen that adjustment made so far. So we'll see if they can make it with the at-bats they have left.
The 0-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out without a swing. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Luke Diesel grounded out his first time up. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Sajazi, not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Still bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Twins, Joe Adell.
Number 8, Joe Adell.
There's a strike. And down on strikes. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
And foul ball. On the ground. Burleson takes it himself, 2 away.
Up next for the win.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Trevor Larnach getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching St. Louis Cardinals baseball on the show Midwest. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Gordon Graceffo. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Number 21 threw 6 shutout innings and notched double-digit strikeouts.
I feel for the other team, Boog. They had very few answers for him in this one. That's the kind of performance that earns you a lot of trust from your manager.